In Hell Let Loose, becoming commander can be intimidating. One can easily succumb to the weight of such a role and fall due to the pressure. However, through focus and determination, you can overcome the opposition against all odds. This is Hell Let Loose, turning the tide.
Your medic skills.
Enemy tank spotted.
No, I believe in you. You do it. It's your job. You took an oath. That's what you have to do. See, look at this. See what happens when you believe in yourself? I believed in you.
This video will hopefully be an insightful look into the dynamics of a match. My hope is that this short film will help others understand and take leadership roles with a more optimistic and level-headed approach. For when you take such a role, you are not only responsible for others, but also yourself. If you break, we all break. This match of Purple Heart Lane took place on April 14th, 2020. Now real quick, I would like to say that I am not well practiced with Purple Heart Lane. Unlike the other maps in the game, I am not too familiar with the layout and where optimal positions for garrisons should be placed. Though, I gave everything I had for my team and it was exhausting, but worth it. I am indeed open for criticism and welcome any advice that someone may have. That is an effective way to learn. With that said, let's dive in and dissect the dynamics. Again, as always, I wait till enough squad leaders join in and tell them to get to the main neutral point while I place a backup garrison. Once enough squads join, recon and tanks communicate, we could then collectively devise a plan.
Wait for everyone to spawn in first and I'll look at the squads. Right now everyone just focus on getting to Causeway. I'll set up the backup garrison at Madeline.
Alright.
The way this match begins, the Americans start taking a foothold in Causeway. I notice that the infantry is pushing into the main point, but a tank squad has gone rogue. I call out to them to keep them in line. I do this because tanks and infantry complement each other.
Tank, don't go too far ahead. Stay inside the hard point of Causeway so the infantry can support you.
Thankfully, I was playing with a competent team and each and every leader was listening to the advice that was being spoken over chat. From the officers, to the tank commanders, to the spotters of recon. Everyone was in harmony and focusing.
Garrison up, yeah.
Yeah, push in hard, make sure you go out a little bit wide too so you're not just bottlenecking.
Now this map is designed to be fought in a frontline assault. It is very difficult to set up flanking positions. All the points for this particular match were on the main road. For this, I had only recon on the flanks as well as 2 infantry squads. Everyone else was focused on the main assaulting force down the road. In the beginning of this match, we did successfully capture the first neutral point before the Americans did.
Alright, good work on that. You gotta move up to the barbed wire area at the move marker. Secure that position.
However, it was a small victory that was short-lived, and it told us all that we have a long, difficult fight ahead of us.
There's nothing we can do, man. Artie's just
Yeah, I know.
tearing us
And
up.
yeah, recon is stuck out there because of the infantry that's trying to flank.
From what we thought was a strong position, flanks being watched and moved up on, a couple garrisons down, men in the strong point, the Americans did indeed break through, and they broke through hard.
Doing a bombing run in Causeway. Stay on the right side of it when you spawn in at the garrison. That is down. Crap. Their artillery is killing us.
They began to push down to Madeline Bridge. Here, this point offers a little more options in terms of flanking. I call out to the squads on the forward assault to place down garrisons, though the Americans were not having it. We were in a back and forth fight for Causeway for a long, agonizing time. As commander, do not be afraid to get into the action. Use your tools to aid your team. I understand how this can be stressful, juggling your map, squad chat, your binoculars, placing points down, giving orders, and fighting while staying alive. As an example, here I am on the main road. I shuffle between reports coming in, addressing the issues, dropping a bombing run, and placing marks for an incoming tank, while keeping alive as long as I can. My men are up in the point getting slaughtered, and I feel it is my responsibility to aid them with everything I can. The least I can do is multitask.
Okay, good work. I'm gonna drop a bombing run directly north of Causeway. Going north from the south. Keep Young Gun out of the way. He's kinda close to it. Tank rolling right down the road.
Yeah, there's another tank on the point. It's on jig marker.
Do you want us to take the Panther up to the road, work on the tank, or stay out here?
Yeah, the tank is coming. It's
your
on my
left,
mark.
In the river, there's a CO. It's an officer. He's crawling his way along the river. Can you take him out?
Another example, I was calling in supplies to get another garrison down. An officer chimed in over command chat and gave a report of units moving in east from me.
Commander, you're approaching enemies in that trench on the right.
Okay, thanks for that. Yeah, I see them.
The fighting for Causeway this entire match was intense. We ended up taking it back and moved to the next point, but ended up being in an extremely close cap race that we unfortunately lost.
Looks like they're going to take Causeway before we take Bridge.
Love mark, enemy Sherman. There is an ATP straight beside it as well.
Crap, that was close.
They came behind me. Got shot
I
from
got
behind
him.
me.
I got him. Alright. Guys that are at Bridge, move down south into Causeway. We have 3 backup garrisons for Madeline. Use them. Get ready for the assault. They were already down there before. I think they just ran down straight.
The enemy team started steamrolling us after this. Madeline Bridge was in jeopardy. You could tell the team morale was dropping and despair started to sink in. As a leader, do not allow this to happen. Call squads back. Regroup and keep fighting. You are there to lead, not to give up.
Love
Yep.
on tank is trying to cover you guys. We're busy. Second tank available.
Oh, fuck.
I'll be spawning on you soon, Commander.
Alright, thank you.
What is it exactly you need around here? Patrol?
Yeah, there's radar, so the red around that. Yeah, I need you to fan out with your squad and find out what is around. Yeah, so he's running out here in the field. I got one of them.
Tank is crawling, but it is damaged. It's trying to pull back.
Yeah, there is damage. We just damaged it.
Yeah, shoot him. Alright, hold. Nice work.
Nice one, Commander. I just saw that.
Nah, nice to you guys. You guys covered it.
Oh, thank you guys. Whoever blew up that tank just saved my life.
That was cool though. That was really cool.
Wow, great work. Yeah.
With this attitude across all leadership roles, we did indeed ended up holding Madeline Bridge, pushing them out from behind us and retaking Causeway.
You're hanging in there, Command. Good work.
From there, we turned the tide and began steamrolling them this time, capturing the entire map.
Alright, everyone at Causeway, move up to Bridge. That's the easiest point to hold. Let's do the same thing there.
This, I feel, is a great example of the dynamics this game has to offer. During all of this, we did feel dread. We did feel we were outmatched. The Americans were a very focused and determined team. But even as the match began to end, I ordered my team to not celebrate too early. Remember, pride comes before a fall.
Our tank is almost at Dove Bridge. He's coming up, but it looks like you guys are going to take corner fairly soon. Don't get overzealous. Stay focused.
Most commanders in this game believe that garrisons win games. I happen to agree with this stance to a degree. They absolutely help, and I, for one, am quite active as a commander placing backup garrisons. However, that is not a foolproof plan alone. Battles are not won by utility alone. They need to be coupled with active leaders, competence, and determination.
Harriton, enemy infantry mark. That is where a few of them are coming from. Yeah! Yeah! Thank you, Rubber Band! Keep that up! Yeah! That's good work right there. That's immediate gratification.
Oh shit, in the house.
I have a lot of difficulty crossing over here.
Enemy infantry mark! You see right here, right here.
Yeah,
He's moving.
I gotta reload. Coming at
Okay, yeah, I'm following him. I'll just keep updating it. That's the last known position. I can't see anything now. We got an enemy tank. Enemy tank for Garrison. Oh, we took bridge. Never mind. Good work.
Alright, Garrison up.
Let me know when they spawn in, I'll start unloading on it.
Tank down.